Getting into debt is as easy as blinking, but the mountain climb begins while trying to get out of debts. Statistics done in Kenya reveals approximately 80% of Kenyans have a debt they are financing. And according to Safaricom report alone in June 2020, Kenyans borrowed an amount of 176 billion Kenyan shillings through the famous Fuliza platform. This is approximately 976 million Kenyan shillings borrowed on a daily basis. As we speak, our country is in a debt of 7 trillion Kenyan shillings, which is approximately 130,000 Kenyan shillings debt per capita. With this data, it is evident that debt is one of the monsters most Kenyans are struggling with. Much as we may not be able to do anything with the public debt, there are plenty of strategies we can implement to get out of our personal debt that won't make us miserable. In this video, I am going to teach you some of the best and proven strategies to become debt-free. Sometimes it takes hitting the rock bottom to wake up to reality. Probably it requires to make some money mistakes in life and get into massive debts for us to realize the need of proper money management technique. If this resonates with you, then I have 3 types of news for you: the bad, the good, and the best news. The bad news is you're already at the rock bottom of your debts and it is killing you, slowly being not able to do even the least for yourself or the loved ones. The good news is you are explicitly aware how you got into those debts. And the best news is you are watching this video, which will revolutionize your money management skills. My name is MD and I'm all about helping professionals and young entrepreneurs scale up their careers and startups without breaking the bank and with less hassle. See you after the break. Welcome back, and don't forget to click the subscribe button and the bell icon if this is your first time here or you have not subscribed, so that you can always remain notified on the new videos I upload every week. The first strategy I want to talk about is budgeting. Now, budgeting plays a very crucial role when it comes to debt management. You will actually be surprised by how much you owe if you wrote down all debts in one place. This visual representation of what you owe is the most crucial step. At this point, it's also important to differentiate between good and bad debt. For instance, a mortgage is a good debt. Why? Since a home is an asset that could appreciate in value over the long term. And despite the market's ups and downs, at the very least, if you pay off your mortgage, you will end up owning your home outright. A bad debt is one that is incurred on things that cannot build wealth, e.g. loan to buy a high-end car or paying for dowry or wedding, among other things. The list is long and you are entitled to your own opinion on this. But bottom line, you need to identify all your sources of income and script down all the expenses every month to determine how much saving is possible each month and how much can actually be dedicated to offsetting the current debts. There are so many apps available online to better manage your personal finances. My favorite budgeting rule is the 50-30-20 rule. Simply, you should spend 50% of your after-tax pay on needs, 30% on wants, and 20% on savings, and watch your finances grow. Strategy number 2 is resist instant gratification. It seems people are more hardwired for instant gratification than the opposite. Whether it is that tempting cupcake or the latest technology, we want it right now. However, in the modern world, temptation can get really, really expensive, especially if you go into the debt to satisfy your immediate desires. Now, delaying that gratification in the short term or in the present can lead to a much bigger payoff in the future. It might be painful to resist a nudge in the moment, but sacrificing an immediate want for a larger reward later on ultimately brings more peace of mind, satisfaction, and feeling of accomplishment. It is a skill so crucial yet so hard, especially in the current generation. However, if learned and perfected, you would end up with more disposable income that can be used to set off, or rather to settle off your debts. Number 3 is find a logical way of investing. A common question is often raised on whether to pay loans or invest the money while you are in debts. I feel quite sure that even right now as I speak, there is a high percentage of viewers who are in the same quagmire of decisions. I will be making a dedicated video on this strategy, so keep in touch so you can get a boost that will help you to make the decision. Today, let me talk of investing and debt clearance. As logic would dictate, investing would bring more income, hence leaving you with enough to settle the debts. But the problem with majority is they are after the product, forgetting to appreciate the process. This love of quick money has placed many at the very fangs of conmen. Many Kenyans have actually been swindled in one way or another, with unsuspecting individuals falling for schemes ranging from simple street cons to elaborate, thought-out schemes and losing millions, if not billions of cash. Please keep in touch with my channel uploads, as I will be sharing another video very soon on ways you can detect a pyramid scheme instantly and be safe. If you opt to invest what you already have to offset the debt with revenue generated, then be disciplined enough to do exactly that. And most importantly, do your market research extensively to find a lucrative idea that you can invest in. Strategy number 4 is using the snowball method. Now, this method involves payment towards your smallest debt to eliminate it quickly and moving on to the next smallest debt while paying the minimum payments on the rest. Now, for instance, let's say you have a Kenya shillings 5,000 HELB loan with a payment installment of 5,000 shillings. A 10,000 Fuliza loan, which you're paying an installment of, let's say 2,000 shillings. And a 5,000 Tala loan, which you're paying an installment of 1,000. Now, with the debt snowball method, you would focus on paying off the Tala loan first because it has the lowest total balance. Then, once you're done with the Tala loan, add its installment to the Fuliza loan so that now you can pay Kenya shillings 3,000. Once you're done with that, add the 3,000 to the HELB installment so that you can now pay Kenya shillings 8,000 as per the interval set by the lender. Now, the debt snowball method can help motivate you to focus on one debt at a time instead of multiple, helping you build a momentum and keep you on track. Now, strategy number 5 is save before spending and save more. You will definitely reach your financial goal faster if you put aside a set amount from your paycheck each month before you allocate the cash to any other expense, and if you save more than you spend. Now, this benefits not just your wallet, but your entire being, knowing that you are financially stable. If you can remember the 50-30-20 budgeting rule that we spoke earlier, the 20% falls in this category to prepare you for the rainy days. Your savings should equate to your monthly expenditure for 6 months, and especially if you're living in the city. This is to mean if you spend, let's say, 30,000 Kenya shillings in a month, then your savings should be 30,000 Kenya shillings multiplied by 6, which is 180,000 Kenya shillings. To be sure, you won't sleep outside on a rainy day. Ignore the peer pressure spending spree often seen with the millennials and the posh lifestyle often not sustainable until you reach to such a level as comfortable to live so. Now, this 20% is what rich and aspiring to be term as paying yourself first after payday. Number 6 is using the windfall gain to offset debts. Windfall gains is an expected gain in income which could be due to, let's say, winning a lottery and foreseen inheritance, among others. In most cases, whenever one receives such a lump sum, all common sense falls short and the body gets into a spending mode since it is unplanned for and it's unexpected cash. Some years back, to me, windfall money would not last even minutes before I marched to the last coin, but I was blind to the gates of riches. There are only two options that would build you up with respect to windfall cash, and that is save or invest. So there you go, guys, and thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Leave your views in the comment section below, and as usual, if you find value in this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to always be notified when new videos are uploaded every week. Share any topic you may want addressed in this forum, or your story via the email or the SkillFix WhatsApp platform shared below, and I shall be sure to give it a shout out in my next video or schedule an interview with you. See you in the next episode. Your future begins here.